Hi, it's Chris Rago, and I'll be going over an idea that I'm submitting for powerquery. I'm in Power BI right now, and I just want to kind of go over something that I feel like is the best practice. First saw Microsoft MVP Ken Poles do this, and I think it's just probably the right way to go about it. But so let's say you connect to a SQL database, and you're passing in some SQL to call from the SQL database. I'm going to go ahead and say SQL Server. And if you go to connect to your server in your database, you have this box here. And if you hit OK, what ends up happening is it'll run, and then that's kind of what it'll look like. But if you go to the advanced editor, it's all just one crazy line, and you have to kind of spend time going to powerqueryformatter.com or just hitting enter a bunch of times and cleaning it up for the formatting. So now what Ken showed me on a video once that I watched is you click to the source and you add a step where you put in your SQL, and then you do value.native query, and it's a lot cleaner this way. We got the source SQL, and then you enable data query folding. It's a lot easier this way because when you click through, it's just very simple. Like, you can see the SQL, you can see what the source was, you can see the SQL. Okay, it ran. This is what happened. Like, just makes your life a lot easier when you're reviewing either your work from 6 months ago or somebody else's work. Now, that's the SQL example. Then you got the Python example. Python, same thing. If I hit new query, more, go to Python, hit that, get the same sort of situation where I can paste some script in. If you do that and you go to the source, yeah, you can see it there. But if you go to advanced editor, again, one line left to the right. So not the greatest thing, because if you want to review it, you have to double click. Is this a deal breaker? No. But still, I feel like it's easier to see the Python as a distinct step. Like, this was what ran through. Some hints. I'm just going to put those out there too. Some syntax highlighting right here would be nice too. But anyway, seeing that as a specific step and then passing it into Python.execute, just much cleaner for review. I don't know what to call this. I feel like anytime you're hit with this sort of box where you can throw in SQL or code, Python, R, whatever, I feel like this should be broken out as a distinct step with all the formatting, so you could see it in a step. I'm calling it a local parameter, but we all know that's really probably not the best way of describing it, um, because it's really just a step in your let statement. But that's the best thing I can come up with. Obviously, we have global parameters, but I feel like it's just a very neat way of being able to see the code formatted as you pasted it in without having to double click anything or have to clean up stuff in the advanced editor, especially when you're trying to get everything together. And like, let's say you have transformations after this, then it's like, oh boy, well, although it's formatted here, if you want to put everything together, and go to the advanced editor, it's like, oh boy, yeah, this needs to be cleaned up. So that's my idea. If you have any questions, post your comments here. Otherwise, I appreciate your vote. Thank you.